There are so many scams out there nowadays. Oh my goodness, guys. Hi, I'm Deborah Pettit. Welcome back to my channel, and I am talking to you about contracts and scams. So, what are the scams? Well, there are so many people that are pretending to be editors, publishers, agents, those kinds of things. And I am going to encourage you to do your research. One of the big things that I see people do is they get so excited. Oh, yes, this is exactly what I needed. And they say, you know what? I was just looking for XYZ. I was just looking for an illustrator. Oh, wow, this is like a godsend. But really, it's not. It's because we do advertising searches, right? Like we do searches, we Google things like, illustrators in my area or things like that. We might post certain things. Oh, I can't wait to get an illustrator, can't wait to hire an illustrator. And then people come out of the word work. So be very, very mindful of that. So what I want to encourage you with is to do your research. If somebody comes to you and says, I'm an illustrator, I would love to work on your book, then by all means, go research them. Somebody just recently said on a YouTube video that a person had a persona on Facebook, and the person, had work up and all of that. And as they went through the process with the person, the illustrator, they realized, this is not sitting well with me, and it ended up being a scam. So do some more research. Make calls. Nowadays, we can do so much research on a person that we can find out pretty much anything about them. So really dig in deep. Do the Google search, not just the one, oh, they're on Facebook, but go and look at all of the different websites they're on. They should have their own website. They should have references, is what I'm trying to say. So those are good things to look out for. If they don't have those things, then they're not a real illustrator, author, publisher, agent, all of it, right? Another thing is a big thing. Make sure you have a contract, and all the details need to be in the contract. And it's pretty simple nowadays. Oh, I do love the internet for this. They have templates for pretty much any contract that you need. So if you want to hire an illustrator, don't just say, oh, my invoice is my contract. Watch Judge Judy. Don't do that. She will not accept it. But a contract is not a bill, right? It's not an invoice. Make them separate. Go online. There are templates. If you want to hire an illustrator, go and look at examples of the contract and then make it up. Make your own. And if they're not willing to sign a contract, you drop them. Like, just say, okay, you know what? This is not a good idea. There's something wrong there, and move on. And don't go, oh, well, maybe I'm being too hard or too much. I have too much in my contract. No, you don't. If you are looking at examples of contracts and you're using that stuff, everybody else is doing the same thing. So don't feel like, oh, I'm being mean by requiring a contract. No, it's really a safeguard for you and for the person. If it's a legitimate person, it's a safeguard for them too, right? If you are anti AI, then you need to have that in your contract that this illustrator will not use any AI. Maybe you want to co author with somebody. Put it in the contract that I do not use AI and I expect you not to use AI. If you're all for AI, then yep, to each his own. um, but these are really, really important things to remember. And if you have any other questions about contracts, leave it in the comments below. We can have conversation. You can maybe give some tips to me, and I can give you answers if I know the answers to your questions. All right. Okay. You guys have a great week. Bye.